Okay, so the Met Gala, you see the photos everywhere, right? These incredible looks. And it's easy to just think, wow, amazing outfits. But there's always so much more going on there.
Absolutely. It's like this snapshot of where culture's at or
Yeah.
where it's heading. And this year, 2025, wow.
Yeah, the theme, Superfine, Tailoring Black Style. That felt important, different.
Oh, definitely. I mean, think about it. The first Met Gala, really digging deep into black style specifically. And the first time menswear was the main focus in, what, over 20 years?
Exactly. It's a huge statement. This wasn't just like pretty clothes on display. It felt like a deliberate move to highlight the incredible impact Black creators have had on style.
Especially in menswear, which often gets overlooked in these big fashion moments, ironically.
Right. So to make that the theme,
Right.
the first time ever, well, it's a big deal, culturally speaking.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, Black creativity has always been a massive engine in fashion globally. But it hasn't always gotten that kind of, primetime recognition from the big institutions.
So this theme felt like maybe a course correction, a chance to really celebrate that legacy.
I think so. A crucial opportunity, really. And the scale is just immense.
Yeah, like 450 people, all major names, all making their own statement within that theme.
Plus the media frenzy. You've got the Vogue live stream, AP camped out at the Mark Hotel. The whole world is watching.
So that's what we want to do in this deep dive, right? Look at some of those standout moments, the outfits, the arrivals, and kind of unpack what it all means.
Exactly. Go beyond just the surface, see what conversations these looks started.
Okay, let's jump in. Arrivals. There were so many, but André Day, she always makes such an entrance.
She really does. There's a certain, power and grace she projects. Her fashion choices often feel very intentional.
Yeah, and with this theme, Tailoring Black Style, how did her look strike you?
It felt like a continuation of that, like this embodiment of dignity, celebrating Black elegance in a really potent way. It wasn't just an outfit. It felt like a statement of presence.
I see that. And then, switching gears completely, Jean-Baptiste, actually playing music on the carpet.
Oh, that was brilliant. With his saxophone playing my favorite thing.
Yes, it just cut through everything. So joyful, so unexpected.
It really brought this dynamic energy, didn't it? Moving beyond just posing in clothes, it felt like. Like injecting the spirit of Black music, that improvisational brilliance right onto the steps.
Yeah, totally. And speaking of different worlds colliding, Joe Burrow.
Right, fresh off the plane from the Miami Grand Prix.
Talk about a quick change. From Formula One speed to Met Gala style. What does that tell you?
Well, it really shows how blurry the lines are getting, between sports, fashion, culture.
Athletes aren't just athletes anymore.
Exactly. They're major cultural figures, style influencers. They're using their platforms in ways we maybe didn't see as much before.
Okay, let's talk AAP Rocky. Co-chair, so obviously a big focus. But the story there, designing his own outfit, especially after Anna Wintour apparently suggested he spotlighted a Black designer.
Yeah. It is interesting. It definitely sparked some conversation. Like, what did that suggestion really mean?
Right. Did it mean wear an established name, or could it mean represent through your own creativity?
Precisely. His choice definitely forces you to consider that. Is self-design in this context a powerful statement in itself?
And, well, you can't ignore the timing either with his recent trial verdict.
No, you can't.
His being there, dressed in his own creation, it felt like it had another layer of meaning, maybe about taking control of his own narrative on this massive stage.
I think that's a very valid reading. The Met Gala carpet, whether intended or not, often becomes this space where personal stories and cultural themes just merge. His look became a form of communication for sure.
Definitely. Okay, so even though it was menswear focused, the gowns, people couldn't stop talking about some of them.
Oh, absolutely. Megan Thee Stallion, Gigi Hadid.
Yeah.
Stunning.
So how does that work? Menswear theme, but these incredible scene-stealing gowns.
Well, the theme is like the starting point, the inspiration.
Yeah.
But the Met Gala has always been about the whole spectrum of fashion, right?
True.
The designers, stylists, they interpret it. They find ways to connect, maybe contrast. It allows for all kinds of expression, even women's wear that nods to tailoring or just brings its own power. Fashion's fluid like that.
Gotcha. And then Sabrina Carpenter, that Farrell-designed Louis Vuitton suit, but without the pants.
Yeah, that was a choice.
Yeah.
And a little story about Farrell joking about needing stilts for her.
So good. It adds a bit of fun, right? Amidst all the serious high fashion.
Totally. It kind of pulls back the curtain a little, reminds you there's personality and maybe some humor behind these looks. It's not all just static art.
And Simone Biles. Just, wow. That gown. Did you see the train?
Incredible. She mentioned it was like, what, 3 times her length?
Something like that. Just epic. And being there with her husband right before their anniversary, that adds a nice touch.
It does. Those personal moments, they make the whole thing feel a bit more grounded, more human. Remember, these are real people celebrating,
Yeah. And speaking of personal connections, Anne Hathaway, her Carolina Herrera dress.
Oh, the tribute to André Leon Talley.
Yes. She explicitly said she wanted him to scream, "Glamour from heaven." That felt really meaningful.
It did. Tributes like that really resonate at the Met, I think. It connects the present to the past, honors the icons who paved the way.
Like acknowledging the history the event itself stands on.
Exactly. It shows that enduring legacy.
It's also always interesting seeing who else turns up beyond the fashion and entertainment worlds. Like
Yeah.
NYC officials, Controller Brad Lander, Council Speaker Adrienne Adams.
Right. Their presence sort of underscores the gala's importance to New York City itself. It's not just a fashion party. It's a major cultural event for the city, bringing different influential circles together.
And thinking historically, you've had political figures attend before, Hillary Clinton, Bloomberg, even Trump years ago. And now Anna Wintour saying she wouldn't invite Trump again. It really shows how even this event isn't totally separate from the political climate.
No, it reflects the times. The organizers, the institution itself, they have values, and the guest list can sometimes reflect the broader cultural or political conversations happening.
Shifting gears a bit, Bad Bunny, he always brings such strong cultural pride to his looks.
He really does.
This year, custom Prada, but with that traditional Puerto Rican pava hat, and linking it to his album Debitar Mas Photos.
Yeah, that was powerful. And it's interesting, right? The theme is Tailoring Black Style, but he used the platform to celebrate his own distinct heritage.
So the theme kind of opens a door for celebrating different cultural expressions, too.
I think that's a great way to put it. It created a space. His look wasn't about the main theme directly, perhaps, but it tapped into that same energy of cultural assertion through style. The pava hat specifically carries so much history.
A really specific, meaningful choice.
Deeply meaningful.
And then, on a lighter note, George Lucas and Melody Hobson.
Arriving the day after May the 4th.
You gotta appreciate the timing. A little Star Wars nod.
Exactly. Just adds another fun little layer. Shows the range of people and interest colliding there.
So when you step back and look at the whole night, it really feels like this Met Gala was about much more than just, expensive clothes.
Oh, definitely. It was about storytelling.
Yeah.
About history. About, frankly, who gets seen and celebrated in the fashion world.
And this Superfine theme really pushed that conversation forward, didn't it?
Absolutely. It felt like a necessary, overdue spotlight, putting black style, black creativity right at the center where it belongs.
Yeah.
Bold, beautiful, Superfine, really.
It really nailed the theme. And seriously, if listening only saw a few pictures, go look deeper. The galleries, the videos.
Yeah, you need the details, the craftsmanship, the way things moved. That's where so much of the story is.
So as you're thinking about all this, maybe reflect on that connection. Fashion, culture, identity, how they all weave together. And what role do these huge, high-profile events play in how we understand all that? It's definitely more than just a party, isn't it?